So, Erica, an opportunity for the team to get back on the ice today after a little bit of rest. How important, for starters, is it to get some rest, given how the schedule has been lately?
Well, for sure. We're one of the teams that travel the most. If you look at the Eastern Conference, it's all bus, but not a lot of a long distance. If you look at Chicago, Rockford, Grand Rapids, it's an hour and a half or 2 hour bus. So we do a lot of travel. So we had a few guys that got called up for the Jets with that trip in Finland. So we kind of overuse some players. So to get away from the arena, once in a while, or at least give them a chance to rest, it's important. If you look at Sunday, it was a day off, but they had an activity to do for 3 hours. So I don't necessarily consider that a day off mentally. It's more physically, but it is good times for them to stay away from the arena.
And now you're getting ready for the second half of this homestand, coming off the series against Chicago. And just your impressions on what you saw against the Wolves.
Well, actually, I thought we played a little bit better defensively on the second game, but we ended up losing. First game, we gave a lot of scoring chance, but our scoring chance were grade A, so we end up taking advantage of our opportunity, and we won the game. So it was kind of a mixed emotion. Better defensively, but lost the game. Not really good defensively, but won the game. So there's some positive and there's some negative that we look at back at a few things that we still need to improve. So, but the split at home against a really good team, we were kind of happy to collect at least 2 points.
Well, and when you look at the team overall now, that loss ended a 3-game win streak. You've won 5 of the last 7. So it's starting to take shape here. What do you see coming from this team identity-wise?
Well, we're a lot more on the pucks. Our work ethic is better also. I think the first 2 weekends actually were probably our exhibition game. The fact that we didn't play any exhibition game this year, I felt like it took us a good 2 weeks to get some chemistry between the line, maybe it was easier on defense because it's pretty much the same defensive group as last year, but up front you could tell offensively there's not much going on. So it probably took us 2 weekends to develop some chemistry, to find out what some guys could do or not do. So, obviously you just mentioned it. We won 5 of the last 7 games. We could see that the chemistry is there a little bit better. We still have some long way to go, but we're a lot more on the pucks. Our forecheck is a lot better. We read off of each other a lot better as well. So we see the result.
Penalty kill is an important part of any team's success. This team seems to be a little stronger in that area of late. How difficult is it to find consistency on the PK when you're talking about an American Hockey League team with a lineup that might change from game to game?
Well, it's the same thing as 5-on-5 chemistry. Last year we had Corms, Robinson developed chemistry pretty quick. It's the same thing this year. You could see Lippon and Gerard developing a chemistry, but we're looking for some other pair, and I'm still looking. I find some other guys. Reichel, you could see he could be good on the PK. Is he going to be good with Everberg? Is he going to be good with Whitey? I'm not sure yet. I'm still looking for a second or a third pair that could be efficient. Because on PK, it's all about speed. It's all about reacting and reading off of each other. So if we're slow, then we give up time for those skill players on the power play to be dangerous. If we're fast, then we take away passing lane, we take away shooting lane, and then we're a lot more efficient. We are getting better. We are starting to play a lot faster, but I still believe that there's another notch that we could get.
Well, speaking of another notch, you get another big test coming in here. Grand Rapids, a team you have that great history with from the playoffs last year. What do you expect from this matchup as they come in playing their best hockey of the season?
Obviously, they had a slow start, but I think they had 4 defensemen playing with the Red Wings to start the year. So all those guys are pretty much back except maybe one. So they have a good team. They're like Schilling mentioned earlier, it's pretty much the same core as last year. So their chemistry is there. They played really, really well last game against Cleveland. They scored 7 or 8 goals. So we'll have to be a very sound defensively if we want to have some success against them. We don't want to spend as much time as possible in their zone, so we have to have some good clean-up breakout. So that's what I expect out of them. They play fast, they play a gritty game, but we'll have to be really good.